Intimate portrait of Ashanti. In 2001, it looked like Ashanti was on the fast track to stardom. But just when life seemed perfect, she was dealt a crushing blow. Her beloved Grandpa Jimmy passed away after a long illness. At that moment, Ashanti's world came crashing down around her.
I have never, ever seen her so upset in her whole life. He didn't get a chance to really see the big picture, you know, everything, and how I finally really, oh God, how I finally really made it. And it's almost like he passed right before it began to get huge. And it was hard.
The day after her grandfather was buried, Ashanti was scheduled to appear at an event for Teen People magazine's What's Next issue. But overcome by grief, she felt she could not go on.
There was no way I was gonna do it. You know, it was just really hard. So I'm telling everyone, no, I'm not doing it.
At the last moment, she realized it's what her grandfather would have really wanted. That's when Ashanti stepped out into the spotlight.
I think that what has happened is she's learned that you have to, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start all over again.
Ashanti sang so well, she became convinced that her grandpa was watching over her.
It's kind of like that's when everything started picking up crazy for me. So it's almost like he made it happen.
Armed with a new strength, Ashanti was unstoppable. She wrote a song for Jennifer Lopez entitled Ain't It Funny? That went to #1 on the Billboard charts. She also wrote and released a new song of her own called Foolish.
See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you.
Ashanti still didn't have a record deal, but when Foolish hit the top 10,
through the roof,
Gotti changed his mind.
After she made Foolish, that was when I was going full-fledged. I didn't need to really hear anything else or anything. After she made Foolish, I was like, I'm signing her.
Ashanti proved her worth to Gotti in gold records. His new artist collaborations with Fat Joe and Ja Rule, plus her own single, were all on Billboard's top 10, making Ashanti the first artist since the Beatles to achieve that feat.
I did not understand what it meant at first. So you got 3 singles in the top 10. No one has ever done that. You've just matched the Beatle record. Like, what?
There are a lot of cliches that have value, and one of them is all good things come to those who wait. And she waited, and it certainly is coming. Oh, I mean, it's here.
Ashanti wasn't done breaking records. After several intense months in the studio, her self-titled debut album was released in April 2002. Its first week, it sold at a record-shattering pace.
The album comes out, and she takes the world by storm. I mean, she sells more than 500,000 copies the first week.
That's the biggest debut for a female R&B artist in the history. She's in the Guinness Book of Records.
Everyone just pointed out the fact that she's so young, and she just started.
It still hadn't set in. We were like, I don't think she understands how huge this is. So it's bigger than what she can imagine.
But it wasn't about sales figures and breaking records for Ashanti. It was about the music itself.
She loves to sing. It comes from the heart. If she wasn't getting paid and wasn't breaking records, she'd still be singing.
There are not that many artists that create their own album and write all their songs and can, make lyrics that, women can really, and young girls especially, can identify with.
A lot of people claim that they write their own songs and stuff like that, but she really sits down there and really writes it.
Boy, you fill me with so much joy.
Ashanti's career kicked into overdrive.
Boom, her record explodes. She's being pulled in every direction for this cover, for that cover. Everybody's putting her under, the microscope because, they're like, oh my God. I mean, that number was so big.
Things were going so well for Ashanti, she wondered how long they could last.
Everything is going too perfect for me right now. Life seems golden. Everything is a gazillion% perfect. There's not one thing that's going bad.
But there would soon be a setback. In August of 2002, Ashanti was chosen to be named Entertainer of the Year at the Lady of Soul Awards. But thousands of music fans petitioned against the choice. They said Ashanti was too young to receive the honor.
I did not ask for the award. I did not say I deserve this award. I was picked, and they chose to give it to me.
Patti LaBelle would present Ashanti's award at the ceremony. Prior to the show, Patti told Ashanti how to deal with the naysayers.
She came and she whispered something in my ear that I can't say on TV. And it was so sweet, and it kind of just gave me a boost of confidence.
Any doubts Ashanti still had disappeared when she arrived at the show.
Ashanti got a standing ovation when she walked in the room. So that helped. Like, the people wanted her to know it's not us. We're here to support you.
In 2002, Ashanti's whirlwind of success picked up more steam. She made guest TV appearances on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and American Dreams, where she played Dionne Warwick. She even became a published author, releasing a volume of poetry titled Foolish, Unfoolish.
I kind of wanted to give something back and let them know this is who I am. I've gone through the same punishments and making wrong decisions about certain things just like you.
She represents a voice that I haven't seen on the page before, and she speaks not just to a very broad audience, but a whole audience about topics that people really want to hear about, love and betrayal and all sorts of things, the stuff of literature.
Judging from the crowds at her book signings, they did indeed want to read what Ashanti had to say.
When we went to the first book signing and saw thousands and thousands of people all holding a copy of the book, all wanting a minute with Ashanti, we realized that she really is speaking to a large audience in a special way, in a way that no one is speaking to them.
She ended her remarkable 2002 with a trophy case full of awards, including Breakout Artist at the Teen Choice Awards, Best New Artist at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, and 3 American Music Awards.
It's just like, I'm a very humble person, so when all of these tremendous accolades are happening for me, I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. Is this really, really going down?
And there was yet another honor in store for Ashanti in early 2003, when she took the stage to accept a Grammy Award for Best Contemporary R&B Album.
Wow, it is such an honor to be receiving a Grammy. I'm so brand new to the music industry. Thank God, thank my mom and dad, Linda, my little sister, all of my Murder Inc. family, Irv Gotti, Ja, my lawyers, Steph, my staff, and to all of the people that make it possible for us artists to do what we love, which is music, and I thank you guys. God bless.
To Ashanti, the Grammy was a fitting reward for the years of broken deals, hard work, and determination.
It just seems like, I don't know, God said, all right, she's been dealing with a lot of stuff. Let's sprinkle down some of these blessings on her.
Things are real. All you have to do is just believe.
Ashanti's next hit told the story of her own rise to stardom and how she never gave up on her dreams.
As a young person, it is something that she will carry with her and transfer to people in the public eye. And that's something that's a very, very strong, important message, to follow what you want.
That song, to me, is bigger than Ashanti. That song, to me, is Ashanti speaking for all the kids and all the people across the world that have dreams.
I just want to make sure I tell each and every one of you out here tonight to always, always, always follow your dreams, and don't ever let nobody tell you that you can't do what you want to do in life.
Coming up, Ashanti makes a very special request to Santa.
Hey Santa, would you bring me a diamond ring, diamond ring, diamond, diamond ring?
Hey Santa, can you bring me something good? Something good, something good.
When Lifetime's intimate portrait of Ashanti continues.